Hey guys, after a few days of using this battery heater, it has been doing quite well. Right now, I pretty much have a extension cord running into the frunk. If you could see, the cable for the battery heater that was installed is running right underneath this frunk area, and I pretty much wired it to this opening where you usually take off this cover before you take off the frunk. So right now, cable's running through, plugged in, so whenever I'm charging, it does speed up the charge. Currently, the battery heater is located between the main headlight and the lower. What I'm going to end up doing is, instead of having the trunk open like this and have it plugged in, I will have a area right below the bottom side here, and I'm going to create a hole and install a flanged power receptacle inlet so that I could just open up the cover and then just plug in the power extension so that I don't have to go through having the trunk open like this. I do have a OBD link plugged in to the Model 3. That way I could pull some diagnostics on how my car is running and check out the temperature changes. If you guys want a video of that, I can run through that with you guys. But I have seen faster charging rates. Since the battery is about 1,000 pounds, it does take a while for the battery to heat up, but eventually it stabilizes around 64 degrees on the high end and 60 degrees on the low end. It is trying to pump up to 80 degrees, but here in the Chicagoland area, usually we do have temperatures that drop below zero, so this garage does hit roughly between 20 and 26 degrees. So before I actually installed this battery heater, my car temperature was getting a snowflake on it, meaning reduced regenerative braking, reduced performance. But with this plugged in, I won't have to worry about that. So even with temperatures way below zero, my battery pack will be sufficient enough to give me the performance I need. It does only turn on during the time it's charging, so when the power is shut off and you're not charging the car itself, it does not pump the heat through the coolant that passes through the battery. So what I tend to do is I just charge this car at a slower rate so it can hold that temperature consistently. So if I have a specific time I'm leaving the house, I charge it up to the point where I need to leave or slightly past that time, so that way if I still have a ton of time that I still need to charge and it's at a lower rate, I just bump it up to 32 amps since I'm running a 240 volt system, and that way the battery will be nice and warm right before I leave the house. So as I mentioned before, this is slightly obnoxious, but eventually I will install a flanged power receptacle right below the car, and when that happens, I'll keep you guys updated on how that looks and how that works. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe.